What's up, with Fragrance family? Thanks for tuning in to the channel Sense by ATL Corey. Today's review is going to be about my top 5 Khadlaj fragrances and how I would rank them. Now, these are the only 5 Khadlaj fragrances that you would need. So, without further ado, let's get ready to get into it. At the 5th place, we have Island Vanilla Dune. It's a warm, spicy Oriental vanilla fragrance inspired by JPG's Altair. Now, it starts out with a comforting blast of spice and vanilla. It develops into a sophisticated heart with a woody, smoky hint and intoxicating bourbon warmth. And it ends with a lasting, creamy, caramelized, musky trail. Now, with Vanilla Island Dunes, let's take a look at the sprayer. This is a sprayer. Not as good. I don't like their sprayers. They didn't do a good job with these sprayers, but it is what it is. Now, the seasons that this would be good for is all year round. You can rock this in the winter, you can rock this in the spring, and you can rock this in the summer. Now, the sprays that I would do, how many sprays I would do with this one, I would do about 8 to 10 sprays, just depending on, how the atomizer wants to spit the spray out. If it's happens to be spraying good for that day, then you might want to do 8 sprays. If it was just spraying just like it was just spraying, and you maybe want to do, anywhere from 10 to 12 sprays so that you make sure you get good coverage on this. Now, the longevity on this one, I get about 6 to 8 hours on skin and clothes. So, and like I said, it just depends on how that atomizer wants to work. Now, the settings that I think that this would be good for would be a good office scent. Very, very good, very pleasing for the office. Won't hurt nobody nose. I also think that this one would be a good date night Netflix and chill type of fragrance as well. And I can easily see this being someone's signature scent, an everyday wear. But this one is at the 5th spot. Let's get ready to get into the 4th spot. At the 4th spot, we have Zion Gold. It's inspired by JPG's Lamal Elixir. Zion Gold is a bold and masculine fragrance that opens with a sweet richness of plum and a warm touch of cinnamon, cardamom, and bergamot. Now, at the heart, it unfolds into an aromatic blend of lavender, davinia, and artemis. And at the base, the fragrance settles into a powerful base of tonka bean, benzoin, patchouli, labdanum, leaving behind a long-lasting exotic trail. All right, with Zion Gold, let's take a look at Zion Gold sprayer. All right, okay. You see how this one is much better than the Vanilla Island Dune? This one is much better. It's like pressure rise. Much better with this one. That's how they should do all of their sprayers. You get good disbursement with this one. Okay. Now, the seasons that this one would be good for, in my opinion, would be more for the winter or the spring. And if I'm aware, in the summertime, it's going to be at nighttime, when it's not as hot in the summer. Very, very good. Now, the sprays with this one, I would do 6 to 8 sprays. Very, very good cologne. I love this one. The longevity on this one, I get 10 plus hours on this one. Very, very good. Now, the settings that this would be good for, I think this would be a good date night Netflix and chill fragrance. And I also think that this would be a good clubbing scent as well. But this is Cyan Gold. Let's get ready to get into the 3rd one. At the 3rd spot, we have Titan. Titan is inspired by Armani Stronger With You. And Titan opens up with a refreshing burst of mandarin, peppercorn, and grapefruit. At the heart, you get a lovely lavender incense and suede, creating a sophisticated blend of elegance and depth. At the base, the fragrance settles into a warm, sexy base of amber, vanilla, and tonka bean, leaving behind a trail of grown man masculinity. Okay, with Titan, let's get ready to take a look at this sprayer. Another pressurized sprayer. The first one that they had, I showed they really stepped up the game with their sprayers now. So, you know, this one was a much better sprayer. Now, Titan, this one would be more of a winter and a spring type of fragrance, in my opinion. Don't know if I really rock this one in the summer. I just think that it will shine more in the winter time and the springtime. Now, the sprays that I would do with this one is 5 to 7 sprays. This one performs very, very good. Now, the longevity on this, I get anywhere from 8 to 10 hours plus on skin and clothes. Get a great sillage from this one too as well. Now, this would be the settings that this would be good for. Could easily be a good office, everyday type scent. You know, if you wanted this to be your signature scent, this could be your signature scent. And I also think that this would be lovely for a date night Netflix and chill type of fragrance. But this is Titan. Let's get ready to get into the second one. At the second spot, you have Shiaka Snow, inspired by LV's Meteor. This is a fresh and citrusy aromatic fragrance that opens with the bergamot and mandarin at the top note. At the heart, you get a nice neroli pink pepper and nutmeg note. And at the base, you get a smooth cardamom and vetiver scent. Overall, it's a bright blend of citrus with an aromatic spice with a woody undertone. All right, let's take a look at Shiaka Snow sprayer. Another pressurized one. Very, very good. Okay. Now the seasons that I will wear this one will be strictly for spring or summer. I don't think that this one would do good in the winter time with it being cold outside. I really see this one shining in the summer and in the springtime. Now, this is a lighter fragrance, so I'll do about 10 to 12 sprays with this one. The longevity on this one isn't beast mode. You can get anywhere from 4 to 6 hours out of this fragrance, depending on how many sprays you do. I will also encourage you to spray this one on your clothes. That way it can last a little longer, but a very, very gorgeous scent. Now, like I said, this is a light type of fragrance, so this is perfect for the office. You won't blow nobody's nose out with this one. And it could also be an everyday signature scent type of fragrance. And I really do see my younger crowd leaning towards this one. Now my older guys can also wear this one because it's, you know, it's still a fresh light scent. So if you don't want something real powerful, you know, that's gonna blow somebody's nose out, you can reach for this one. Very, very good Shiaka Snow. But let's get into the number one spot. In the first spot, we have Island Dreams, inspired by LV Symphony. It opens with the brightness of bergamot and spicy warmth of ginger. At the heart, you get a juicy grapefruit note that gives an uplifting and playful scent. And it settles in with an emboxing and musk that is your private paradise in a bottle that you can wear every day in the spring and summertime. All right, let's take a look at Island Dreams Sprayer. Same way, but this sprayer is a lot better than this sprayer. So it's 10 times better than this one. But it's not pressurized like these three right here. But it does spray very, very good. Good enough. Way better than that one. Okay. Now, the seasons that I would wear Island's Dream would be more of a spring or summer type fragrance. It's a lighter fragrance. Very, very good. The sprays that I do with this one, I do 10 to 14 sprays with this one. I don't care. I love this fragrance. I love the projection. I love the sillage that it gives. Very, very sexy. I get a lot of compliments with this fragrance. Now, the longevity on this one is very good. I get 10 to 12 hours plus. I guess because I do a lot of sprays with this one. Also, this is another one that I think, with it being a lighter fragrance, spray it on your clothes. Make sure you hit them clothes real good. And this one is more, you can get away with this one in the office. I think that this one is still lovely in the office, but I wouldn't do those, 12 to 14 sprays. I would tone it down a little bit because this one projects very, very good, very, very lovely. And I also think that this one would be a good date night fragrance as well. And I really see my younger guys rocking this one to the club also. But these are my top 5 Khadlaj fragrances. These are the only 5 Khadlaj fragrances that you will need. Thanks for tuning into the channel, Sense by ATL Core. When you get a chance, check these out.